Good afternoon, dear teachers. My name is Lipendu. My student number is 1955541. Today my topic is the environment and analysis of the functional water industry in Australia. Let's first look at the summary of the report. This is a report about functional water industry for a company to decide if it is suitable to invest in. This report will take the functional water industry in Australia as a sample to answer such questions in PESTEL and STP. The report uses PESTEL to measure the political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal parts of the macro business environment of the industry, and use STP to analyze the procedures of segmentation. Then, let us look at the PESTEL model. It has consisted of 6 elements: the political factors, economic factors, social factors, technological factors, environmental factors, and legal factors. Now I will present each element to you. First of all, let us talk about the political factors. The Australian government has used high tax to support the importing functional water products to enter the domestic market, which can protect the domestic producer in Australia. However, functional water in Australia heavily depend on importing products such as the Rebel and the Monster. That means the high tax cannot stop the foreign supplies. Therefore, political support in Australia market is poor. Secondly, let us look at this slide. As I have mentioned above, the dominant market was heavily dependent on foreign supplies, so that the exchange rate has a great influence on the market. As we can see from the chart, the exchange rate of the Australian dollar had upward trending, which means the Australian currency is facing the devaluation. This is a new for the domestic producer, for the importing products will expensive than before. Third, let us look into the social factors. Look at the map. It has shown the business concentration of the functional water. The covered east and west coasts are also the high concentration area of the industry. That means the population will have positive impacts on the industry. In addition to this, increasing support participation and health consciousness has also raised the people's attention on sport drinking and energy drinking. This is all good news for the industry. In this slide, we can see some PET bottles. It has shown the technological change that the industry was experiencing. The industry has faced two problems: low production efficiency and high delivery fees. The companies have used lighter PET bottles to decrease freight and use automation facility to increase work efficiency. Those have all driven the industry toward better development. Let us go on the environmental part. As I have mentioned above, PET bottles have been used in the industry. It is also an environmentally friendly material, and the increased power of packaging of packaging suppliers have provided strong support to this environmental trend. The last one is legal factors. Generally speaking, the regulation in Australia have offered a steady environment for the industry. The FSAND is the food standards. The ACC is the protection of health compassion and the consumers. And the Modern Slavery Act is the protection of employees in the industry. In conclusion, the functional water industry is a promising industry to invest in. As for the critical thinking part, I disagree with the statement because I find the segmentation is related to the functional water industry. In order to prove my opinion, in the following part, the report will use STP model to test whether segmentation is useful for the industry. Next part, then let us look at the slide 9. The STP model is segmentation, targeting, per and positioning. In the segmentation, I have used the production segmentation, geographic segmentation, and distribution segmentation. The production can be divided into a sport, drinking, and energy drink. The geographic part can be divided into China, Japan, Australia, and other countries. The distribution part can be divided into hypermarket, on-trend, and other channels. In the targeting, according the profitability, market size, and potential ability, I have chosen the high growth energy drink. The biggest market China, and the most convenient market Australia, and the biggest distributor hypermarket and supermarket. Hypermarket and supermarket. In the positioning, targeting on the above consumer groups, the company should make some products combine the regular drink of the white colored and the energy ingredients. Positioning also includes the function and the price of a product. For functional water, it is better to set price at relative low, where more function to appeal more consumers. In conclusion, the STP model is useful when targeting consumers. However, it cannot be used alone when making strategies. After all this analysis, there comes to conclusion and recommendation. The functional water industry in Australia is a promising area that the investor can put money in. It has great consumer base, steady legal environment, rapidly developing technology, and a positive economic trend. Also, the political system is not that supportive at this time, but it can be improved in the future. As for the recommendation, the high imports have stopped the industry from going abroad. In the future, the industry should try to explore overseas markets, such as China. Moreover, the poor government support should also be noticed. The company in the industry should unite together uh, to seek more pre preferential preferential policies from government. At least, at least, at least, since the report have provided that the segmentation is related to the industry. The companies in the industry can use STP model to help them making marketing strategies. Here are the references. That's all. Thank you for listening my presentation.